Hey guys, welcome back for some more phonics fun. Today we are going to review our new spelling pattern for this week. We're going to talk a little bit about those suffixes and the different meanings that they have, and then we will preview today's assignment together, which is going to be a sort on Google Slides. So just kind of the ones where we look with our eyes at the different pieces of the words and sort the words accordingly. So let's go ahead and read the words together. Please try to read them with me since we've heard them a couple of times now. If not, make sure you are reading along with me. Youngest, weekly, kindly, painful, hopeful, thankful, longer, mouthful, fairest, wishful, lighter, weekly. And then our 4 review words from last week: lucky, carry, only, sunny. So our new words have lots of things going on, but they all have a suffix on the end. So one suffix that we picked out yesterday was est, youngest. The youngest person there, that means there is no one younger. Fairest, it's the most fair competition. There's not a competition that is more fair. And we kind of paired that with er, longer, and lighter, because all of those are used to compare. So race B could be longer than race A, but race B might not be the longest race. The blue suitcase might be lighter than the red suitcase, but the green one is the lightest. That ER and EST are both super important in comparison, so I kind of like to keep them together. But they're both suffixes. I see our full, F-U-L, hopeful, we're full of hope. Thankful, we're full of thanks. Wishful, we're full of wishes. Painful, something's full of pain, it had a lot of pain. Mouthful was kind of a silly one that I just thought about this morning when I was looking at it. Mouthful does not mean that it is full of mouths. It would be like your mouth is full of something. So that one was a little bit tricky to me because I think that if I think about the word thankful, I'm full of thanks. If I think about the word hopeful, I'm full of hope. Mouthful, I can't really say I'm full of mouths. I'm more saying my mouth is full of something, or it was a lot for my mouth to take in. So that one's kind of a weird one that I think we kind of have to think through the meaning of. They always like to put a couple of tricks in there for us. And the last one was ly. When does he do it? He does it weekly. How do they speak to each other? They speak kindly. How does she lift the bag? She lifts it weekly. So usually that's kind of a how, sometimes a when. Ly is an adverb. Our 4 review words last week were lucky, carry, only, sunny. And we know that Y stole the E. Lucky, carry, only, sunny. We hear the same sound over and over again. So we kind of talked through this as we just read the words, but as a little review, long, the snake is long, but the second snake is longer. It doesn't mean the first snake isn't long, it just means the second snake is longer. The third snake is the longest. So I see the top snake is long, but the second one is longer. The third one is even longer, so I call him the longest out of the 3 that we have. So that's kind of why ER and EST go together. Really good for comparisons when we add those suffixes on the end of a base word. Full typically means full of. I feel like mouthful was a little bit tricky for us. But typically we see beautiful, it's full of beauty. Joyful, it's full of joy. Helpful, full of helpfulness, someone that wants to give a lot of help. And then that ly we talked about typically answers how it's done, sometimes when it's done, slowly, kindly, patiently. We've got that ly on the end as a describer, and that makes the word an adverb. So we've got lots of rules going on this week, like I said. When we go to do our practice today, remember where Mrs. Thomason put it. It gets in here. We are just going to be breaking apart kind of based on what we see. Let me move my face. Make this bigger. There we go. So we're just going to be breaking this apart based off of what we see. So if you are still feeling a little bit uncomfortable with the meaning of the suffixes, that's okay. We're still learning. Today we get to just kind of look with our eyes. Youngest, there's a category down here that has EST. Weekly, there's a category up here with LY. Lighter, there's a category down here with ER. And my face is in the way. Full, hopeful, there's a category with FUL. So there's a category for every single one. There's not like an other category this week. So every word will fit into one of those categories, and they did a nice job of kind of giving you the lines to see how many will go in each group. We typically do a really good job with this. Just make sure that every single word gets placed and gets placed correctly. If you accidentally delete a word, make sure that you are clicking this text box right here. See, it says text box. It's a T in a box. So you can add that word back in case it gets deleted, because Mrs. Thomason does grade these out of 12. So I need 12 words placed correctly for this to be completed on my end. If you need any help, let me know. But again, today we're just kind of exploring the words. Tomorrow we'll let you know that we are going to talk more about meaning with an IXL. And then Thursday, our practice will also kind of talk about just adding the suffixes. So again, kind of balancing so we know how to spell, but we also are remembering that the suffixes have a purpose. They change the meaning of the base word. And without those suffixes, we wouldn't have as many words to describe. So that's pretty cool. Good luck with us today.